the rings that you may be carrying that might be weighing you down, you need to overcome them, and you can, and we can do it together. Welcome to Navigating Beyond the Shores. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Jenny.
And I'm Jose.
And you might not know us yet, but we actually have a YouTube channel. We are reactors with our kids. But this is our channel that we started just right now. This is our first video. Just to be able to share more about our journey. We're learning a lot as we grow, as we just do new things.
To add to that, we've had some bumps and bruises along the way. Mm-hmm. I think sometimes it's very easy to look at our family dynamic and to assume that everything has been, just wonderful flowers, candies, and rainbows all day, every day. And that's not at all how it's been. So I think this channel offers many great opportunities. One of them is to just share what we've learned as we did life together. We've known each other since we were kids, like teenagers.
Like 14.
Yeah, 15. And so we've grown up together and we've seen a lot of life together. And hopefully we can turn around now and share something with you that maybe might help you. And in turn, maybe you can share something with us as we journey on that will help us parent better and just be better humans all around. And so today we have this notion of this ring, like, the title is, we all have rings that should be thrown into Mordor. And what is that? Well, if you're not sure, it's a reference to Lord of the Rings. If you don't know what Lord of the Rings is, I'll give you the most simple way I could describe it. It's about a ring, and it needs to be destroyed. And it takes place in this fantasy land of Middle Earth, and all these different kinds of beings have to destroy this ring. And a group of them come together to do that, destroy the ring. It's got to be taken from a place called the Shire to a place called Mordor, and it has to be thrown back to where it was made.
Yes.
That's essentially the main thing about, what's driving the story.
And the way that we got this ring was actually for his birthday. He just turned 40. I just turned 40.
You just turned 40. I just turned 41.
He just turned 41.
But last year for my 40th.
Yes. So because we love Lord of the Rings so much, and my love had this big health episode that was really scary for us, actually. We haven't really gone through a lot of health scares in all of our time together. But this year was rough. Seems like your 40th birthday started this little avalanche of just difficulties and health situations that were really scary for us.
Well, I really think, and I've told you this before, I think the physical started to manifest to really illustrate what was going on inside of me spiritually. Mm-hmm. And this video is not long enough to go into too many details.
Yeah.
But spiritually speaking, we were already going through a very transformative last couple of years. And then all of that leading into my 40th birthday, I think I turned 40, and a lot of the victories I had, and also a lot of the challenges and defeats that I had that we had to face together, I think that at 40, a lot of it became a very visible, physical, tangible issue.
Yeah, I think sometimes the emotional turmoil and the spiritual things that we were going through, and that growth and that hardship that we were going through, maybe one day we can share more with you. It did manifest itself physically, and it was very, very scary. We were on a church retreat, and my love tried to be 15 again and tried to run up a very steep hill.
Very steep
I'm going to say very. I'm not going to let you feel embarrassed. It wasn't a small
It wasn't
mound.
An easy thing.
It was a big steep hill.
I shouldn't have tried that.
His muscles were very cold.
Yeah.
He had just played basketball the night before, and as he stepped up, his
my calf tore, and that led to other issues, blood clot.
And I think when you're young, you feel like nothing can happen to you, like you're invincible. And then you turn 40, which is not even that old, and all of a sudden you're starting to experience these things that we've never experienced before, and it really put things into perspective for us. So making a long story shorter, in order for my love to heal, for his birthday, he had to walk a lot. His physical therapist said, you need to walk, you need to move. So my kids and I thought we would get him this Conquer challenge. It was like a little thing that we're not advertising, It's not a sponsorship, but we decided, oh, this is cool. They have like a Lord of the Rings challenge where you have to walk a certain amount of miles, and by the end of it, you get all these medals, and it's like this cool thing. And then they gave him this ring.
Right, so the first medal has the actual ring. And so, look, why is this all important? Because for me, it gave some tangibility. It gave me something to do. I've always been a very athletic person, very active person, and suddenly I couldn't do much. And that was very depressing at times and very challenging. Created a lot of anxiety. So, you knowing me, the kids knowing me, you gave me this amazing gift. My 40th year was a year that day was a very, very beautiful celebration. And if you're not okay with emotion, you're gonna have a hard time with this right now with me because I'm about to lose it. The reality is these 4 people saw me, they stood by me when I didn't deserve any of it, but they still did. And they gave me this gift to keep moving, They helped me create an experience so that I could overcome this very difficult time in my life. And so they were right by my side and we got this done. I mean, it took me, what did we say?
It took him, 54 days?
Yeah, 54 days. That's right.
Yeah, and it was a long journey. It was like 600 miles, 660 miles.
660 miles.
It was a lot.
But it was really walking. So it was sometimes cold, sometimes hot. It's simple. It was an experience that I used to take walking for granted. So. And no longer. I don't really take much for granted these days anymore. Everything is so absolutely precious, and I'm just extremely grateful for it. This journey ended, and I realized this whole thing is not just to walk 600 something miles. It became about destroying this pride that was literally killing me. It was making life difficult for me to live fully. For so long, and what I mean by pride, let me be clear here. It's this habit to want to have control and power over life so that I can very subconsciously and then consciously be able to say, yeah, I did that. That was me. Look at me. And the truth is that to come to face with that was hard. And I didn't like who I was. I didn't like who I saw. And to be able to land at a place where I can put that ring and put other things to bed and to burn it was the beginning of the end of something that needed to die in me. And it's no longer being driven by fear, but instead being driven by faith. Now I'm experiencing, and I'm so grateful to God and to you, Jenny, that you're able to experience this man that wants to live for the sake of faith, for the sake of love. Like, what is it going to be like if I just truly live more like you, really, more selfless? You're my hero for that. I look to you because you're the one that has taught me that so tangibly. And it's because of you and because of God, of course, that I've been able to transform in this way. I'm so grateful for life. I'm grateful that I'm alive today, that I'm able to just give it my all. And yes, I'm still afraid. There's days where I'm still fighting fear back. But, it helps to look back and say, okay, I took myself on this journey. My family's been with me. I'm not alone. And they're with me and I'm with them. And so, yeah, it's been absolutely very, very powerful. And so today I just want to share that with you, that it really has helped me to find this experience within my life to overcome the blind side notion of life. Sometimes life just knocks you down. Yeah. Well, this is how I got back up, thanks to you guys.
And I think through this experience, we did realize that, sometimes the ring, as much as, we compare it to Lord of the Rings and we talk about this ring, and the title of this video also speaks about destroying the rings in your life. I think we all have rings. I think about myself, like just creating this video for me has been really hard. We created this channel a year ago, and the ring of self-doubt, of fear, of feeling like there's nothing really to share. Like, why would I even start this channel? What do I have to offer? Why would people want to hear what I have to say? You're not good enough. You're not, just all these things that take over, our our being, it doesn't allow us to really live fully. And as I turned 40 this year, I also learned a lot, and we're both navigating into the new shores of being 40, and it hit us hard. Our 40th birthdays, we've had to learn a lot of really difficult things. I also had some health concerns this year as well that were really, really scary. But I'm trying to also overcome the doubts and the hesitations that I have about so many new things I want to try and I want to do, and feeling like, too afraid to do them. So even the ring of being afraid, all those things, I don't know what you're going through or what you're feeling or what ring you need to destroy. But I think we wanted to bring it to you because I think this ritual that you did helped you physically overcome the emotional and the spiritual things. And, I think that can help you as well if you're going through something, finding something physical to do that will help you kind of overcome those things that you're dealing with. I think the first thing would be like the spiritual, like arm yourself and pray through it and know that God will walk you through it, and he's there to help you. But then also physically doing something. This video for me is me physically doing something. I don't know what's going to come of this. I don't know what other videos we might make. I just know that I've been called for a long time to do something, and I know that I've been afraid. So even this moment right now of filming this with you is a huge deal for me, because I've turned on this camera a lot of times, and I'm doing this with you. I'm sharing this moment with you. So yes, going on that journey with you was important, but also the rings that you may be carrying that might be weighing you down, you need to overcome them, and you can, and we can do it together. Yeah. Find someone to journey with you, an accountability partner. If you want us to journey with you, we could pray for you.
Yeah, just put it in the comments, right? In the comments, put, please pray for this, pray for that. Help me be less afraid. Help me go on a hike. I just want to start journaling. I just want to start exercising. Yes. Whatever it is, I want to reach out to my mom. I haven't spoken to her in 3 years. My dad and I don't get along. Whatever it is that you need prayers for, listen, just put it in the comment section. We will definitely bring those prayers to our prayers, and just trust that God has got your back. He's shown us how much love he has for us. Yeah. We're Catholic, so a lot of the way we'll express our faith is through the eyes of and the love that Jesus Christ showed us and his holy family with Saint Joseph and Mary. They're very important and special to us. But you don't have to have the same beliefs that we have for us to pray for you. That's the beautiful, powerful God that we have, that we don't have to have the same faith. You can just simply share that you have something you'd like for us to pray for, and we're going to be there for you. That's really what our calling is. And so this is the least we could do is turn on this camera and do a lot of prayer and continue to live life to the fullest, because we don't know when it's going to end, and we're trying to make it the best possible before it ends. So
identify what your rings are and let's destroy them together. So with that, have an amazing day. Thank you for joining us.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.